As we pull away from our starting point and settle into the westbound lanes of Pennsylvania Route 68, look out through the windshield. We have a highly concentrated, visually stunning 6-minute drive ahead of us along the northern bank of the Ohio River. We are starting our journey right in the historic heart of Beaver, Pennsylvania. Look out at the wide, shaded avenues and the deeply preserved architecture passing by your windows. Beaver is the county seat, a fiercely protected sanctuary of massive Victorian wealth, heavy brick mansions, and towering elm trees. The town was originally surveyed in 1792 by Daniel Leete, who laid out the streets in a perfect grid with expansive public squares, modeling it directly after Philadelphia. But the ground our tires are rolling over holds some of the bloodiest and most consequential history in the American Midwest. Just a short distance to your left, down near the heavy currents of the river, is the exact site of historic Fort McIntosh. In 1778, during the absolute darkest days of the American Revolutionary War, General Lachlan McIntosh marched the Continental Army into this freezing wilderness and built a massive timber fortress right on the riverbank. It was the very first United States military fort ever built north of the Ohio River. The soldiers who garrisoned that fort endured starving winters to defend the fragile American nation from British forces and their indigenous allies. In 1785, the Treaty of Fort McIntosh was signed on this dirt, a massive diplomatic event that officially opened the vast Northwest Territory to orderly American settlement. This town also served as the heavily insulated headquarters for one of the most ruthless political figures in American history. As you drive past the historic homes, you are rolling past the legacy of Senator Matthew Stanley Quay. In the late 19th century, Quay was the absolute, undisputed boss of the Pennsylvania Republican political machine. He was a brilliant, highly tactical national kingmaker who wielded almost incomprehensible power. He could literally make or break United States presidents, famously securing the White House for Benjamin Harrison in 1888. Quay operated his heavy-handed political empire right from his quiet home here in Beaver, creating a staggering contrast between this peaceful river town and the cutthroat reality of Gilded Age national politics. Keep your eyes on the road as we push west on Route 68. We are transitioning out of the historic grid of the borough. The beautiful brick homes slowly pull back, the tree canopy opens up, and the landscape rapidly shifts. We are crossing the municipal line, leaving the old-world political wealth behind, and driving straight into the township of Ambient. The atmosphere immediately changes from Victorian elegance to heavy transportation infrastructure. Dominating the sky directly ahead of us is the colossal concrete and steel shadow of the Vanport Bridge. This towering highway bridge carries the roaring, deafening weight of Interstate 376 over the river. As we glide underneath its massive pillars, you can physically feel the vibrating gravity of thousands of heavy-duty freight trucks rocketing across the sky above our roofline. But the world-altering history of Vanport is not the interstate bridge. In the 1940s, during the height of the Second World War, this small township became a roaring engine of the Allied war effort. A sprawling, 40-acre factory was constructed here for the Curtiss-Wright Corporation. Over 4,000 local workers flooded into Vanport. They worked grueling, highly precise shifts to manufacture cutting-edge, lightweight hollow steel propeller blades for military aircraft. To house this sudden influx of wartime workers, entire surrounding neighborhoods, like Tamaqui Village, were rapidly built from the ground up. The heavy steel forged right here literally changed the course of human history. The Curtiss-Wright plant specifically manufactured the highly specialized propellers for the B-29 Superfortress bombers. In August of 1945, when the Enola Gay flew over the Pacific Ocean to drop the atomic bomb on Hiroshima, the massive propellers pulling that aircraft toward its target were manufactured right here by the men and women of Vanport. The weight of that global, devastating historical event is permanently tied to the exact pavement you are driving on right now. We are gliding steadily down State Avenue. As we approach our final destination at Canine Kingdom, the forward momentum finally slows to an elegant stop. In exactly 6 minutes, you have traced a Revolutionary War fortress, rolled past a political kingmaker, and driven through the world-altering World War II legacy of Beaver County.